okay, there's breaking news like you were pointing out. Former Prime Minister Deoba and his wife were roughed up by the mob. And this, Anjali, as you were pointing out, shows the level of frustration that's rising on the streets of Nepal and continues, that anger continues to boil over. The fact that the parliament building was set on fire is extremely distressing.
Absolutely. And we have these visuals coming in right now. Take a look at that. This is the big breaking news coming in right now from Nepal. The former Nepal Prime Minister Deoba and his wife were roughed up by the mob. You can see them on the screens. A former Prime Minister injured with blood spilling down his clothes. He has been a 4-time Nepalese Prime Minister and his wife is also a serving minister. This is quite shocking as you see Sher Bahadur Deoba in this condition. His wife, Arju Deoba, is actually the current foreign minister right now. So what we are seeing on the screens is the anger that has now resulted in physical injuries to the people who belong to the political class. You know, Gaurav, the problem is that the political class has enjoyed almost a sense of royalty in Nepal for a very long time, you know, and they've enjoyed the power, they've enjoyed the money as well. And this is why when something like this happens, that a revolution comes forth, then people are not able to rein in their emotions and then incidents like this happen. Not that we are justifying violence, but this is the reason that, you know, a long-term approach needs to be kept in mind when governments and political class are working to create a nation.
That was the entire effort, you know, when after monarchy there was a transition to democracy in Nepal, that they're able to bring together a constitution that will give equal rights to all. However, you know, when as some analysts in Nepal argue, professional protesters overnight became leaders, took reins of power, and it became a musical chairs of sort. One prime minister would go out, the other would come in, but the same 3, 4, 5 faces would end up becoming ministers and prime ministers in Nepal. And right now, there's a coalition of the right and the left coming together, and their sole motive was to remain in power. Now, when this kind of attitude develops in a country and only a select few enjoy all the privileges and perks and what comes with power, it's the common people of Nepal who are suffering. And finally, they said enough is enough. When post-COVID, when jobs anyway were at an all-time low, people were earning at least some money through social media platforms. That too was shut down. Now, a large number of Nepalese, they also work overseas and they remain in touch with their families through these social media platforms. That too was curtailed by KP Sharma Oli, and that's when the anger, it just came out, it just boiled over, and we are looking at the impact. And everybody who's been in power, or most leaders who've been in power as part of this musical chairs, they are now directly in the line of fire. So bad is the situation that the army out on the streets protecting vital assets and vital points unfortunately could not do that with the parliament building. But the Tribhuvan International Airport, for example, the army has now been deployed at some of these very sensitive locations, and there are some reports that seem to indicate after the president accepted KP Sharma Oli's resignation, he may be either forced to or for his own safety leave the country before evening.
Right, absolutely. And the visuals that we are showing you on screen right now are, as we told you, of a former Prime Minister, Sher Bahadur Deoba, and his wife, Dr. Arju Deoba. Well, Dr. Arju Deoba is currently a foreign minister of the Oli government. So this is quite shocking, the visuals that we are seeing, an attack on the ministers. And since morning, we have seen visuals. Earlier, we saw our minister being chased on the streets of Kathmandu and being attacked by the people. And now, these visuals that you see, actually the mob entered the home of Deoba. They broke down the gates, they vandalized the property, and then they hit the people living in it. Deoba and his wife were targeted. The anger of the protesters there for everyone to see. Now, quite surprisingly, even as the Prime Minister has announced that he has resigned and the President's office has also announced that his resignation has been accepted and the process of finding a new leader of the government has started, we are still seeing people on the streets. Appeals are being made not just by the former Prime Minister, who asked people to stay calm, but also by the army, which has taken temporary control right now, is helping with the transition. Army has also appealed to the people to stay calm, and also the man who is believed to be the face, or the man who is believed to be the one who is influencing this Gen Z protest, Balendra. He is the mayor of Kathmandu. He has also made an appeal to people and said that this is your property, this is your wealth, don't destroy it, preserve it. We have to begin talks with the army, but before all that is done, we have to ensure that the parliament is dissolved. So there you see on your screens houses of the political class of Nepal set on fire. This is symbolic of how the Nepalese citizens, or rather the youth, completely lost faith in their political class, the leadership that was supposed to lead them to a brighter future. Now the people of the newly formed republic, not very old, are saying that monarchy was better. There are certain voices in the protesters and within the citizens of Nepal who say that the monarchy was better. And this is the reason why we see on the streets of Nepal in multiple cities and in the capital city of Kathmandu, on your screens, 3 visuals. One of a young man who has snatched a rifle away from the security forces. He's being carried on the shoulders like a victor right now. And on the other side, you see visuals of buildings burning, homes of the ministers burning, and also a visual on the screen of the former Prime Minister and his wife, a current minister, being assaulted, bleeding, being moved out of their home